Hey ladies and gents, it is the best day of the week. It is New Comics Wednesday. Let's take a look and see what I got for January 30th. First, I'm going to start off with my impulse buys. These aren't actually on my pull list, but I decided to pick them up since it was like a monumental issue. So here's Invincible number 100. This is part 3 of The Death of Everyone. I haven't read any Invincible stuff, have not been following it, but I thought that this might be a good issue to check out. And since this was issue number 3 of 3, or part 3 of 3, I decided to go and pick up number 98, which is part 1 of 3 of the storyline, and also number 98, which is part 2. So these ones, I'm actually not going to read or review these ones this week. I actually have volumes 1 through 7 of the hardcover on reserve at my local library. So I'm going to get those and I'm going to read that entire run before I get to these ones, and then I'll be all caught up with the Invincible world. But just want to give a shout out to the local libraries. Go check them out. They always have some really nice comic hardcovers and trade paperbacks. So you should go definitely take advantage of that and see what your local library has. So those are the impulse buys I picked up this week, Invincible. Now let's get to my regular pull list. So here we've got Aquaman, starting with the DC titles. I only picked up one DC, Aquaman number 16, after reading Justice League number 16 last week. Super excited to see what happens in this issue because issue number 16 of Justice League ended off really, really good. So I'm looking forward to see how this continues on with the Throne of Atlantis storyline. Next, going on to the Marvel pulls. So this is a change from Uncanny Avengers. Avengers title coming out two times in a row, 2 weeks in a row. Here is Avengers number 4. This, I believe, is the start of a new storyline, so I'm going to check this one out. Wasn't entirely impressed with the first story arc for Avengers numbers 1 through 3, so I'll see what this issue provides, and depending on what I feel about this next storyline, this is on my make or break list for titles that I might be dropping. So here's Avengers number 4. And finally, for Marvel, we got Superior Spider-Man number 2. So a continuation of Doc Ock in Spider-Man's body. This is probably going to deal with what's happening on this cover, the kiss between the faux Peter Parker and Mary Jane. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens in this issue and see how Mary Jane deals with it. So looking forward to that one. And finally, my local comic book store had Saga Trade back in stock. So I finally picked up the trade. This is issues number 1 through 6, I believe, in trade paperback. $10, can't go wrong. Image is doing a really awesome job with the pricing for their trades. Makes it easy for people to pick them up and start checking out their titles. So I picked this one up. I can finally read Saga. So I'm going to burn through this one, read it, and then I've got 7 and 8. I think I bought 7 and 8, and then I've got number 9 ordered online, so those ones are going to be coming in, and I'll be all caught up with Saga, and finally I'll be able to read Saga as it comes out with issue number 10. So those are the picks I got this week. Not too much compared to last week, bolstered by my impulse buys of Invincible. What I wanted to do was give a little bit of a shout out to some folks out there. I haven't really done shout outs, but I thought I'd give some props to some people in the community that really deserve it. First off, Cali Collectibles, congratulations to your 800 subs and your super awesome contest coming out. I'm gonna put together a video and enter that, but I'm still having trouble answering your questions, so that might take a while, but congrats on all that. Go check Cali out with his awesome pulls and his awesome hauls and all his super awesome signings that he always seems to get like every other week. Next off, I want to give a shout out to Read'em Steven. Always got entertaining videos, and he's one of those guys that is always really fun to watch. So Read'em Steven. We also have Fat Stack of Comics. Really enjoy what Mark and Chloe do. Every week it feels like you're out going on a road trip with them, going to their local comic book store, checking out and seeing what they got in their hauls, and their reviews are pretty entertaining as well. So Fat Stack of Comics, really enjoying your stuff. Now, Legendary Collectible, one of the younger folks out there in the community. He also has some really nice reviews and videos that he puts up, and I also enjoy checking out his stuff. So it's always interesting to get a younger perspective's view of comic books these days. So Legendary Collectible, really enjoying your stuff. And then from the younger people over to the not so young, we have Sofa King Matt. He is a Vancouverite, just like myself, and he has some pretty entertaining videos, and really enjoy listening and watching his reviews of his issues and what he thinks of them, even if it's not for the rated G audience. So Sofa King Matt, really enjoy your videos, and he's also probably the only person that I know that also collects Zenoscope, so extra props to him. And finally, one of the newer guys on the community, we have Running with Comics. He's got a few videos up, and he's got some really nice, entertaining reviews, so go check him out and see what you think of him. But I really enjoy his stuff, and hopefully you guys can check him out and give him some love. So that's it. A longer video than I hoped to have, but wanted to give some props and recognition to some folks out there. Hope you enjoyed staring at the Saga cover. But I'll have my reviews for everything except for Saga and Invincible up tomorrow night. And looking forward to seeing what the rest of you guys out there in the world got. This is 604 Comics. Make sure that you enjoy reading a comic at least once a day. If not, then your day's not complete. Take care, and I'll see you guys later.